One of the most popular questions that I always get is how would I build out my iPad, iPhone, MacBook, whatever the case may be. You know what, let's go ahead and go over how I would build out my iPad. I'm gonna do a little series on things on how I would build it out, my reasoning for each. So we're gonna start today with iPad, then next we're gonna do iPhone, then MacBook, so on and so forth. You know what I mean? But the very first thing that we have to go over is what iPad is right for you. We got the iPad mini, we got the regular iPad, we got the iPad Air, then we got an iPad Pro. Off rip, the iPad mini, which you guys all know, if you don't know by now, is my favorite iPad personally. The reason why I like it so much is because I use it as a journal. I got rid of like pen and paper, and this mug right here that's currently on the charger because it was dead, sorry about that, is just my go-to. I use this literally every single day for content planning, for note writing, watching videos while I'm, taking a poop, all that stuff. I use my iPad mini like crazy. So the way I think about it is iPad mini is just going to be if you want just journal, if you're going to use it for work. I have a good friend that uses it for his business, and he uses it to check people in. He uses it as a calendar to write down meal plans or whatever the case may be, and he absolutely loves the iPad mini for that specific case. Now as for like the regular iPad, that's just your entry-level iPad. If you just need something to just kind of like play games on, nothing too crazy, kind of like Subway Surfer, stuff like that, or just to watch videos on, just to have like almost like a kind of like family and budget friendly iPad, that's just the way to go personally. I mean, I don't see why you would need to go with an iPad Air that has like a M4 chip or M3 chip, whatever the case may be. With the iPad Air, I actually just gave that to my fiance. So me, I had the iPad Air, it was just too big for me. I wasn't really using it as much, and for note taking, it was just too big. You feel me? The iPad mini was the way to go. So I gave the iPad Air over to my fiance. The great thing about the iPad Air is that it has the M series chip in there. I think it has the M2 or the M3 that I gave her. So it's going to run fast enough to get like simple editing done, or gaming if you want to game on there. It's going to have just a more optimized and faster feeling iPad without having a 120Hz screen, which is the only crappy thing, but at the same time, you're not really noticing that too much whenever you're on the iPad, unless you're like doing like actual creative stuff on there, or you're actually watching like videos that are, you know what I mean? So you're not going to see that as much. Now, when we talk about the iPad Pro is just if you want freaking everything. So that means you want the best screen on there, you want the fastest chip in there, you're probably decking it the hell out with RAM, storage, all that jazz. That is just the ultimate creator iPad. So if you're doing drawings, you're going to need that liquid retina type display. You're going to need that fast responsiveness. You're going to need all that fast stuff that the iPad Pro offers. And that's just if you're going to use it for just like, I think really high quality editing, drawing, all that jazz. Like, you're going to be using that mug. Like, it's your go-to. It's almost like your MacBook at that rate. So that's the foundation that we build right there. Which iPad is for you? Me, iPad mini. While I'm building the iPad today, I'm going to go with the iPad Pro because that's what I'm going to end up building out in the future, maybe later this year. Really depends, we got to take one day at a time, you feel me? One day at a time, 1 week at a time, 1 month at a time. So to start, the iPad Pro is what we're going to rock with. And obviously the first thing is the color option. I am just a big space gray type of guy. I've never been big into silver and stuff like that. Space gray is the way to go for me. And the size that I would choose personally is the 11-inch. I could do the 13-inch, but dog, the 13-inch is big as hell. Like, whenever you think like 2 inches isn't a big difference, it is a big difference. Especially the iPad Air, I had that as an 11-inch, and that was pretty damn big for me. So I think the 11-inch would be perfect and portable for me because that's all I care about. Now, as for the storage, and this may actually like surprise you guys, but I do the minimum amount of storage. Now, hear me out first. The reason why I do minimum amount of storage, which is 256 gigabytes, is because I don't store all the stuff on my iPad itself. If I'm doing videos, if I'm doing any files, which is going to be the use case for that iPad Pro, I'm having everything on an external SSD or a SD card, whatever the case may be. Whenever I'm saving it, I'm not going to be saving anything on the iPad Pro itself. It's strictly going to be my, workstation, but it's not gonna have everything saved on there. It's similar to the way I do with my MacBook Pro. The only things that you'll see on there are like music files for the videos, screenshots, pictures for the videos, but actually saving the files or storing any files on there, I just really don't do, and my storage has always been great with my MacBook Pro. I haven't had any issues with it at all because I just buy a terabyte of external SSD. It runs faster, I guess it really does run as fast as I need it personally. And I mean, that's just all I need. I don't like to store a bunch of crap on my iPad itself. Shoot, even my iPad mini, I don't even store a lot of stuff on itself. So I feel like 256 gigabytes is enough to not only take care of the updates that are going on with the iPad, but also, you know, just enough to you know, store a few photos or whatever the case may be. As for the display glass, I mean, you can only get the nano texture glass with the terabyte. So since I don't opt in for the terabyte, I won't be able to get the nano texture glass. But if some wild hair just goes up, you know, just growing and you know the phrase. I don't remember the phrase. You know the phrase though. If I end up getting the terabyte, then I can get the nano texture, and I actually like the nano texture in real life, hands on, then I'll go ahead and grab it. But right now, standard glass would be perfectly fine for me personally, because, well, I can't even get the nano texture glass in the first place unless you get a terabyte or you get 2 terabyte, which is kind of stupid in my personal opinion. I think honestly, Apple, you guys just need to allow everybody to have the option of selecting nano texture glass. I don't know if there's some reasoning as to why you only allow it for a terabyte or 2 terabyte, but dog, if the nano texture glass is what people hype it up to be, then dog, that's what I want, you feel me? As for the connectivity, now, I kind of punch myself every single day. Like I literally punch myself, dog. Like I'll take the, okay, I'm not getting my bad. But for connectivity, for my iPad mini, just got Wi-Fi. I should have did Wi-Fi and cellular. For my iPad Pro, I will be doing Wi-Fi and cellular. Now, the thing about that is you do have to connect it with your actual plan. So whatever your AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, whatever you have, you got to connect that, and you got to pay, I think it's like 10 or 20 bucks. I think it's 20 bucks is what I paid a long time ago when I had my iPad Pro on cellular. The reason why I say that is because whenever you take your iPad, and especially my iPad mini, whenever you take your iPad on the go, you do find yourself wanting to search the web, especially when you don't have Wi-Fi next to you. So me, I will opt in for the Wi-Fi and cellular. I'm going to just pay that $20 a month, $15 a month, whatever it is. I'm going to pay that cellular because there are going to be times I know when I need to search something up on my iPad Pro and I'm going to need Wi-Fi. And if I'm in the car or something like that, and I'm editing while we're on a road trip or something like that, I'm going to need that cellular data, and that's just how it is. If this is going to be my ultimate little workstation, I'm going to need cellular on it, because why not? I think I'm going to absolutely need that whenever I'm on the go. As for the accessories, the very first thing I do get with every iPad, people call me crazy, I just get the Apple Pencil. I love the Apple Pencil. It's just something that I have to have on my iPad. My iPad mini, I got the Pencil Pro. Some people say get off-brand, blah, 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 this and that. I ain't doing that. If I'm paying the money to have all the features with that's compatible with the Pencil Pro, I'm gonna get the Pencil Pro. I wanna make sure that everything that I have in terms of accessories work within its ecosystem. There are times where I'll buy like off-brand stuff for certain needs, but when it comes to accessories, your boy don't play around about that. I honestly enjoy the Pencil Pro. This is something that I will grab again with the iPad Pro, because I just think this just makes everything so much easier. I could just use this same pencil that I use for my iPad mini with the iPad Pro. You know, I don't know. I just like to have a pencil on deck right next to it, just so I have it, you know, so I don't got to be digging around looking for a Pencil Pro. Okay, believe it or not, now this seems like it's just going to be super damn expensive because I just keep adding stuff all left and right and all that shit. Like, I will get the Magic Keyboard. I never got the Magic Keyboard. I never experienced the Magic Keyboard like of ownership. I tested it, but dog, that thing is just too damn sweet. And if this is going to be an on-the-go type of iPad, I'm going to need that Magic Keyboard. I just think the typing experience on there is just sweet. I think that the trackpad on there is sweet. Everything about the damn Magic Keyboard is sweet in my personal opinion, especially with them coming out with a black colorway of it. That's just something that I love, and that's definitely an accessory that I will grab with my iPad Pro. As for screen protector, a lot of people like that paper-like screen. I don't really like the paper-like. I tried it. I don't like it. Whenever I try writing on it, it starts to get all messy and style starts feeling all weird and stuff like that. I just get a screen protector, just a regular tempered glass screen protector, because one, that paper like is not going to save the damn screen at all. If something drops on it, it doesn't have any type of like protection on your screen. It does from scratches, but not from like actual impact, like impact on the screen, you feel me? So the tempered glass is at least is going to help me in that aspect of it all. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, you'll get used to just writing on tempered glass. You might think that it's weird and it doesn't feel like paper, all that stuff. You'll get used to it, trust me. Especially with the auto refined handwriting that Apple does now, you're gonna be just fine, don't worry about it. Last but certainly not least, Apple Care. I just don't do Apple Care personally. I get bashed left and right about not doing it. I know it's like $10 a month or whatever the hell it may be. Me, I'm generally like careful, knock on wood, with my products. I don't treat it like crap at all. I understand there are all those use case scenarios where, you know, it might, you know, there's like that worst case where it just freaking like fall or something might hit it or something like that, and boom, I'm out of luck, you know what I mean? But as for Apple Care, I really don't pay for it. I just don't see any need of it personally, especially if I take care of my products and my technology. That's just how it is with that. That's going to conclude today's video. Hopefully I was able to give you some sort of insight or value. If you had any type of confusion, or if you were just trying to see how other people build out or kit out their iPads, hopefully I was able to help you in some way, shape, or form. Per usual, you guys let me know in the comment section how you guys like to kit out your iPad whenever you're about to buy one. Do you go for a different size? Do you not go with the iPad Pro? Do you not go with the iPad Air for a certain reason? Is there different accessories that you recommend? Because me, I like getting the name brand stuff, especially with my iPads in general, just so I can make sure it works all in one. I do appreciate you guys so much for taking the time out of your day for watching me on your screen. It means the absolute world to me. Leave a like if you liked the video, and comment down what type of iPad that you guys be rocking with. Me, iPad mini is my go-to. iPad Pro is what I'm gonna end up upgrading to in the future, and that's just how it is. But thank you guys so much for watching. You guys have a good rest of your day. Feel me? We are out. iPad mini for the win. If you need a journal, this mug is it. This is the only answer.